Hello, dear friends. My name is Ashhen, and I welcome you to Not One Yarn. It's been a while since I filmed any videos on this channel, and if you would look at my life update video, you would know why. It's January, and I'm starting fresh with some new ideas that I had for years but never implemented them, never had chance to film them. We're starting a new series on this channel, and I hope you're gonna like it. I'm gonna call it 12 months of Christmas. What do you think about that? Let me tell you what it's all about. Approximately a year or two ago, I decided that I want to decorate my Christmas tree completely with all crochet ornaments. And I was going to start crocheting one crochet ornament a week and call this series 52 Weeks of Christmas. But I thought 12 days of Christmas, 12 months of Christmas sounds much better. First of all, and second, I probably would have hard time crocheting one ornament a week with anything that may happen during the week besides that. So crocheting four ornaments per month makes it a little bit easier for me. Why 52? Why is that number so important? Because one year when I was putting my Christmas tree away, I counted how many ornaments was there, and there was either 54 or 53 or 51, something like that. And I thought, well, it's about one ornament per week, so let's do 52 ornaments. And this video, we're gonna crochet our first 4 ornaments. I hope that you like this idea, and I hope that you would join me in this kind of like a challenge or whatever it is. And I hope that you will comment on this video telling me what kind of ornaments you decided to make. I'm gonna show you what I decided to make for this month. I have been browsing a lot through a lot of old and new fresh ornaments. So let me show you a few which I picked. Here's the first one. This is Christmas ornament crochet pattern mini candy bag, charm, and car hanger from Yarnart Studio. I think it is really pretty, and it's pretty easy to make. I don't know yet what kind of yarn is used or recommended. It seems like it could be worsted weight yarn, but the size of it, let's look again, is pretty small. So I probably would prefer it to be slightly bigger, larger. So we will see if I can increase the size with the just maybe modifying the pattern a little bit. If not, then I probably would double strand my worsted weight yarn. Let's get to work. Okay, I'm opening up the first pattern, a candy ornament, and basic crochet stitches. It is shown very clearly on the photo as a description, so it is super basic pattern for super beginners. Then we have materials: 4-ply, DK cotton, or acrylic yarn. Okay, I'm good at crocheting, but I may not be educated enough. So if you can help me in the comments below, 4-ply, is it the same as worsted weight because it is number 4 or not? But in the same time, it is DK cotton, and I know that DK is thinner yarn, thinner than worsted weight. So I would assume that they are crocheting it with thinner yarn, because even on the photos I see that it looks slightly thinner than our regular 4-weight worsted yarn. So if I would take like a red heart worsted weight yarn, I assume that my candy would turn out bigger in size. Ooh, and I can't tell you how to make it, of course. I can tell you that it is incredibly simple and very beautiful. Now let's decide which one should we make, green, red, or blue. I'm planning to make a lot of reds, and I think it's okay if red color would be dominant. It's very classic Christmassy color, so let's go grab red and white yarn. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, you know what? I've got tons of leftovers. This all plush and velvet yarn, and here I have worsted weight yarn, so I may find something in there. What a great project and great idea to use up some of this scrap yarn. Look at that. It shows very weird, but in real life it is very good red Christmassy color. Let me try to turn off the light. It's still showing up weird, but it's good red color for this project. And here we have the white one, and both are the same weight, so that's what I'm gonna use. Yay! So the required hook in the pattern is 3 millimeters. By the way, do you know what hook size to use if you lost the yarn label and you don't know what size is required for that yarn? Let me show you. I have 3.75 millimeter hook right here. So we need to place yarn on that hook, and it needs to line up with the edge of that hook right here. Like this. It should not be taller than this point of this hook. Let's check it out. We place the yarn and we see that the hook is kind of like choked by this yarn. It's definitely overflowing. Okay, so let's try our yarn that we're going to use for a project. Kind of the same thing is happening, but we can see it's slightly thinner, but still it is tall. The yarn is higher than the point of the hook. Let's take a 4 millimeter hook and check it out. How does it look to you guys? I think it looks much better. Of course, I am like putting it down a little bit, but you can see that the hook is showing up, the hook part showing up pretty good. The yarn is right there, aligned with the tip of the hook right here. It means this is the right size for this yarn. This channel is about yarn crafts, where I am planning to share even more tips and tricks. If you don't want to miss any, sign up. With the body of the candy. Now I am starting to make ruffle for the candy. It does ask to put all the stitches in the first chain instead of magic ring. I am a big lover of the magic ring. Guys, magic ring is something that I was afraid of for a long time after I started crocheting. I always used chain, and I would either close the chain and go in that circle, or I would go in the first chain, and the rest of the stitches was like the first double crochet or half double crochet. And once I finally overcame my fear of magic ring, I thought, wow, there is a very, very good reason why it is called magic. It is magic. That's amazing. If you crochet and you never done magic ring before, you definitely have to know how to make magic ring. Let me count the stitches. One more. And like I said, this channel is about yarn crafts, crochet, and knitting. I'm not that good in knitting. I am planning to become better. However, I am really good at crocheting, and I am planning to share a lot of tips and tricks. So if you want to learn how to do magic ring and some other magic tips, sign up and I will gladly share with you. So what I just discovered is that my white yarn is actually slightly thinner than my red yarn, and this doesn't like go to the sides as it is supposed to on the pattern, because the white yarn is thicker and it does create good triangle shape, but the white yarn, because it is thinner, it like pulls all the ends inside together, which I do not need. So what I'm gonna do to fix this problem, I just gonna make 1 or 2 increases throughout the last round, and it will make the edge wider. But first I need to go check on my chili that I am cooking. We have very, very cold weather, and what can be more perfect than chili for a cold weather? We'll be right back. Okay guys, so the first ornament is ready, and let me tell you what I think about it. First of all, I think it's cute. Look at it. By the photos on the pattern, I can tell that this one is almost the same small size, maybe slightly bigger than I was expecting the original one be. Second, look at the back. It looks ugly. So my recommendation for you, they use cotton yarn, and I am a big lover of semi-cotton yarn, Yarnart jeans. So I was working with cotton yarn, semi-cotton yarn, and I understand that to shape this into candy would be much easier with cotton yarn. So if you're going to make this candy and you want it to look as pretty as the original one, I would highly recommend to use cotton yarn, because when I was forming these pieces into candy, the acrylic yarn is more stretchier, it's more elastic. The cotton yarn is really good for shaping, for keeping the shape. This is why when I have been crocheting toys with semi-cotton yarn, Yarnart jeans, I noticed that once I stuff the toy, the shape holds as it was designed. It doesn't spread too much. You can't overstuff that type of yarn because it is not as stretchy, not as elastic. So it is still cute. I still will put it up on my tree because I'm not gonna show the back. It will be hanging like this, and I think it's pretty cute. I even thought to make them in other colors, but that will be outside of this challenge. So we'll see. So yeah, it's very pretty first ornament, and I am recommending it. It's extremely easy pattern, for any beginner. The photos are pretty good to explain what to do and how to do it. The only thing, you may want to practice assembling this candy a little bit, but I'm pretty sure if you would use the cotton yarn, you would not have any troubles doing so. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and spend time with my family a little bit, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna come back to this challenge today or another day to crochet our next ornament. We'll see. Next one on the list is this super easy. It couldn't be easier. I probably shouldn't even purchase this pattern, but I don't mind to support small businesses. So this one is Crochet Christmas Gift Ornament Pattern, Easy Holiday Present Decoration, handmade crochet tree, blah, blah, blah. Made by Mama and Stitches. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing to it. Anyone who knows how to crochet basic stitches can figure out how to make it, but I do love to support small businesses, and I know that my $2 would just boost this store and will give them a little bit more attention, so I don't mind doing that. Oh, okay. I'm looking at Christmas gift ornament, and in the pattern they have two colors. Let me show you. So here they have these two colors, yellow with pink bow and green with white bow. And honestly, I don't know, I want to go look at the one that I saw online. How did that one look? Here. I think I like this combination the best. So we're gonna go back to red yarn, and now we need green yarn for the bow. Let's get it. Once again, we need our basket. Ooh, it's heavy. our second ornament is ready and I am really liking it. It is such a simple ornament, such a simple thing to make, but it looks so cute. I cannot wait to hang it on our Christmas tree. What do you think? And you can make them in all kinds of colors you want. It is amazing for using up your little bowls. I used almost the whole bowl that we started with for this candy, and I was running out, but I had another big bowl of it in my scrap yarn basket. So, and we still have this beautiful Christmassy green for our future ornaments. Here we go. Okay, for today, 2 ornaments are enough. I need to go sleep, rest. I will nurse my baby. It is pretty late, so we will continue this project sometime this week. For you, it will be just a second. For me, it may be a day or 2. Today is a new day, and we are continuing our 12 months of Christmas challenge, and I'm gonna work on a little mitten today. Oh, I wanted to make these a long time ago. I had saved a YouTube tutorial, a very old one. However, I can't remember where it is. I couldn't find that particular one, so I just looked it up, and these are very classic mittens that are perfect for Christmas tree. Look at that. The size is slightly smaller than I would prefer as well. The yarn looks a little bit thinner maybe than worsted weight, or maybe it is worsted weight. We will see what is recommended. I will take you through the process with me. So we will see if I have to double strand it again or not. Let me go get some yarn. Using scrap yarn again. Okay, we're starting with a thumb magic ring, my favorite magic ring. Okay, and the last pattern that I would like to make is this one. And oh my goodness, guys, when I saw this pattern, I couldn't pass it because it reminded me of my childhood. When I was a little girl, we had a Christmas tree and we had a lot of real glass ornaments, and a few of them were pine cones. And when I saw this ornament, I just went back in my memory, remembering how we were decorating our small Christmas tree, but it always was so pretty. This toy is very nostalgic to me, and especially at the season of life I am right now, it is especially very dear to me. So it looks like it's I forgot what it's called, a dragon or scale stitch, I can't remember, but this one is pretty time consuming, and I am in the very end of January. So I was hoping to get all 4 of them done by the end of the January, so I can have all 4 ornaments made each month. So we will have to work hard on this one. It's been a few days, of course. I got stuck on this pineapple, why did I say pineapple? Pine cone pattern, pine cone ornament for my Christmas tree. It was a little bit more difficult pattern than I expected. I could not figure out how to do it following that pattern itself, so I kind of changed some things to just work for me. Anyways, I was frogging it, crocheting it back, frogging it. It took me a few attempts to crochet this part, and it took me this far to realize that this turning out a little bit too big. When I was making these ones, I was saying, oh, I don't like they are too small. I wish they would be bigger. This is a very good size of ornament in my opinion, and I don't mind having different sizes, smaller, bigger, but I think with the red heart and 4mm hook, this is turning out way too big and way too bulky. I have thin yarn, Yarnart jeans, which is number 2. But I think with that yarn, it will turn out approximately this size. And plus, this stitch is a little bit complicated, and I am not in the mood to crochet complicated stitch with very thin yarn. Not today, not right now. So I remembered I have this yarn. It's Brava from Knit Picks. Even though it is categorized as number 4 worsted weight yarn, it is thinner than, I love this yarn, it is thinner than Red Heart. So this is why I still have like 3 cubes of this yarn. I ordered it from Knit Picks website when they had really good sale. I ordered a lot of colors, and it's very soft, it's nice. But for what I do with the patterns that I do, it is a little bit too thin for me to use it for those projects. So it has been sitting there, and occasionally I take it out for a little project here, for a little project there. And with thinner hook, this will turn out much better size. Plus, this Red Heart yarn is slightly stiffer than this one, and I would enjoy more if it would be slightly softer anyways. So I know it took me so many attempts to get to this part, to crochet this far, but it's gonna bother me a lot if it would be way too big and way too bulky. So I know I am in like I have just a few days left to release this video, because I was planning to have this video released every month. It's 12 months of Christmas, and my first month I'm already running out of time, but I just I will try to make it today, finish it, and release it in time. So I just want to have the ornament that will be pleasing to my soul, and it will not bother me. So let's get to work. Now I can use my thinner hook, 3.75, yes, 3.75, and let's test it out. It is like slightly above the hook tip, but you know, if I pull it slightly down, it will be aligned. So I think it's perfect. It's good. I am so happy that I switched the yarn because look at this. This is Red Heart and this is Brava. Right away, I can feel how softer it is. It is much more pleasant to work with it. But also look at the size. They are pretty much the same size. However, this one has more rounds. I would prefer this one to be a little bit darker color, but it's okay. Still, this is not perfect. I did not line them up perfectly how they should, I think so. However, it is much easier to crochet this time. Much faster, works up than this one. Let's finish this. Yay! Finally it is finished. My last crochet ornament for this month. So it's not as good as I expected it to be, and it's not because of the pattern. it is probably the choice of yarn. Maybe the soft yarn is not that great because it's not holding the shape of the scales as good. Plus, the color choice is, it's okay. It's fine for now. And also my skills. I am not that good at the dragon scale stitch. I can crochet pretty much anything I want. And I did crochet this thing, but I definitely need to work on my skills on this specific stitch. So it's still okay. What do you think? I think it is okay. I did not like those big gaps that I pointed at earlier, but as a crochet ornament that is going to hang on the tree, that is okay. It's not gonna bother me that much. Nobody gonna play with it, and stuffing will not come out so easily. It's just as a decor, that is perfectly fine, and it is my pretty much first dragon scale thing I ever made. I did try dragon scale before, but I did not have any like finished projects made with it. So that's the first one. So let's look at all my ornaments real quick. So first we made this yummy candy, then this beautiful mitten, and I love this embroidered star or whatever it is, and I absolutely love this. This is so simple, and I thought, should I even make it? But once I made it, I absolutely loved it. So, and the last one, a pine cone. Small beginning. Here it is, and we will continue, we will keep going. And like I said, I invite you to join my challenge. If you would like, you can use the same patterns. If you would like to use different patterns, but uh, create ornaments for your own tree that you're going to decorate this Christmas, please let me know. Share some patterns, share some ideas. I would love to hear if you are participating in this challenge or not. If you don't want to participate, just join crochet while you're watching me choosing some patterns. So this is it for months of January, and I will see you in February with next 4 patterns of ornaments for Christmas tree. We'll see you there. Bye.